everybody, and welcome to TPK Roleplay. We have a very exciting, zany, goofy, amazing episode of Monster of the Week prepared for you tonight. Joining me are some familiar faces, probably both from TPK and from general nostalgia. So let's go around and let's introduce ourselves and our characters, starting with Fred.
Guys, I was just distracted by chat being over my face on the overlay. It's fine.
Sorry.
Hey guys, it's me, Sir Heckalot. I'll be playing Fred Jones, the lovable driver of the van, and I guess face of the Mystery Incorporated. Let's keep on moving on.
Are we going with who's actually in the overlay or whose name is listed there? Because we're a little mixed up right now.
Oh god. I hate Zoom right now. Hi, sorry. First it's Roll20 and now it's fucking Zoom. Hi, I messed everything up. Who are you all? I need to take this off my head so I can actually see when I'm doing things. Hi, you go there. Give me a second here, folks, because I this is not fun for me.
It's okay, Turk.
No, it's not. But we'll push forward anyway, and you can massacre me later. No, I'm Daphne. What the fuck? Daphne, why? I don't want to be Velma either. I'm trying, guys. I want to die.
You're almost there. I believe in you.
I want to die.
We got it.
Wait,
it.
almost.
Can you kill me softer? Okay, hi.
Oh.
I'm just gonna
We're
say.
getting it. We're getting it. Yeah, there we go.
Turk, can you move me over a little bit to the right? Or to the left, whichever way gets my green screen and not the random sliver of my room. Also, music down a tad.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just kill. I'll just off myself now. Thank you.
It's fine. It's fine. There's plenty of time for that during session.
Look, I'm sorry.
kidding,
Roll20 shit the bed. Goodbye sponsorship, but hi.
No, it's
fine. Everything's fine.
It's gonna be okay. Everyone, it's gonna be okay. Are we all good? Music's fine. Everyone's in the right positions. Okay, so that we can spare Cole some heartache, let's start this over. Hello, everybody, and welcome to TPK Roleplay. We have an amazing, zany, fantastical, goofy, just downright nostalgic session prepared for you today. But before we get into that session, let's go around the table and introduce some familiar faces, both here on TPK and probably from your childhoods. And let's start that off with Fred.
Hey guys, it's me, Sir Heckalot. I'll be playing Fred Jones, the driver of the van, face of the party, fan of traps. He really likes traps. We're gonna get to the bottom of this mystery, gang. Let's keep on moving on.
Hello folks, it's Al the Biffer. I'm playing Daphne, or rather I'm playing Al the Biffer playing Daphne. I think is probably a better way to say things, but it's going to be eventful. It's going to be real. It's going to be a mystery as to what I am doing. Anyway, I'll hand over to Velma.
Hey guys, it's Chrissy. I'll be playing Velma, and she's just getting ready to solve some mysteries.
Hey folks, Ekaj the Orc here, and I will be living out a childhood fantasy and playing Shaggy tonight.
Hello, my name's Turk. I will be playing Scooby-Doo. And it'll be a whole night of me talking and no one able to hold their composure. Isn't that right, Raggy?
Like you got that right, buddy!
Oh, yeah. This is the most amazing thing.
Right.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Pepper
Really
makes
quick.
a very, very good point in chat about
Yes.
playbook. I will be playing the Searcher tonight.
And I will be playing the Meddling Kid.
Velma is playing the expert.
Shaggy tonight will be the mundane.
Scooby is the monstrous.
It's gonna be
He
so hard
hungers.
to understand you.
I'm driven by hunger.
And I am your keeper for the night. I will be playing the NPCs and the villain. And at the end of this fantastic one shot, the Mystery Inc. gang will get to unmask me for who I really am. I don't know who that is. We're going to find out. But anyway, let's kind of dive on in. I do want to preface that this is a Monster of the Week one shot. For those of you who have seen Roundhouse, either Godswallow or Whitebridge, here on TPK or Nat 20, may have a little bit of understanding of what you're going to see tonight. For those of you who don't know, it is a rollover 2d6 system. To that point, we actually do have donation levels that you can contribute to the one shot and change possibly what happens. If you look in chat right now, Heck just posted exclamation point Scooby. If you ever need to find the graphic, just exclamation point Scooby in chat, and you will be able to find it. So, now that we have introductions out of the way, now that some of the rules and mechanics have been explained for the stream, why don't we hop in our mystery machine and solve a mystery, guys? What do you guys think?
Like,
Let's
no
do it.
thanks.
Let's go,
Oh.
gang.
Well, unfortunately, Shaggy, even though you are the driver and the only one in the Mystery Inc. gang who has a driver's license, you have to go because you have a driver's license. But anyway, first off, in your hideout, Velma, on a dark, dreary, cold afternoon, you received a letter. Very nicely written text, and it immediately caught your attention. Let me read that for you. Dear Mystery Inc., I hope this letter finds you in good health. The legends of your exploits are spread far and wide, and your abilities are quite known to this humble soul. I write this to you now because I am in dire need of your services. I am the owner of a large plot of land in the Misty Valley. My family has owned this land for a very long time, and we have developed a town and now an amusement park around the central landmark, Creep Fog Lake. Recently, there have been sightings of a local legend, a ghost named Dr. Fog. I'm afraid this ghost has been hurting business, so to speak, and we've had to shut down the construction of the Foggyton Amusement Park. I would like to hire Mystery Inc. to do away with this ghost, once and for all. If you want the job, please make haste to Crow Manor. Expectantly, Cornelius Crow. So you find the letter, you share it amongst your companions. A general consensus is met in that this is a quite interesting case, especially with all of the creepy names and such. Typically, the cases come with those kind of stickers of approval. So you pack up your bags, you pack up the mystery machine, you coerce Scooby into the mystery machine with as many Scooby snacks as it takes, and you make your way to the Misty Valley. It takes you a few days, and you start to ascend through the mountains. Eventually, the ascent gives way to a plateau, and you begin to descend into a forest. You twist and wind through this dark, seemingly uninhabited forest for a time, but before it opens up along a cliffside, and you can see into the valley below. you see a hilly valley high in the mountains. Due to the altitude, this area is heavily obscured with fog. You, Velma, would probably know that it's probably always foggy, except for maybe the hottest months of summer. Therefore, it's very aptly named the Misty Valley that you know. As you continue looking, you see nestled into the base of the valley is a lakeside town and an amusement park, or at least a partially constructed amusement park. You take a moment to ponder this as the trees pass you by and you are thrust back into the forest proper as you descend down the side of this mountain. The forest gives way and you find yourself in foothills, and as you are approaching this town, you see off to your left a winding pathway, a street road, through the foothills that lead to a very old but well-kept mansion. You assume this is probably Crow Manor. So you divert the mystery machine, you tap on Shaggy's shoulder, or even throw the wheel over to the side if he's not catching it fast enough, and you ascend up the foothills through the wrought iron gates that surround the perimeter and into the circle drive of this manor. So, you have arrived at your destination. What all would you like to do?
Oh man, why is always a spooky mansion, man? Why can't they live in some Art Deco avant-garde house?
Rock-Reco.
That's where all the old spirits are.
Spirits.
Is it always gotta be spirits?
It isn't always. We've caught some different stuff, gang. Remember that guy that was in that strange mariner kind of costume? What was his name?
What, the ghost diver? Oh, don't remind me.
Oh, he was scary. He was very scary.
I say we pull up and we get ourselves some grub. That'll help.
Oh, yeah. Grub.
Scoop and I ate all the road snacks.
Oh.
Out of my
Chrissy,
bag,
I
I'm
think
just...
you're out there.
Yeah, I was muted. Out of my bag, I'll pull some extra Scooby snacks and be like, we're heading inside, and walk up to the door and knock really loudly.
As you approach the door, you notice that it is a large mahogany wood framed with dark iron. The knockers on the door are shaped in the style of a clawed hand. But as you approach the door, it swings open.
I'll look back to the group and... Are we heading in? Or do we want to look around outside first?
Like, do we have a choice?
No, she has Scooby Snacks.
All right.
Fred will be looking at the door to kind of like figure out like what made it just open like that on its own.
Would you like to read a bad situation?
I would love to do that. What is that plus again?
Plus cool.
Okay. Oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect for how this night's going so far. That's a 5 for chat.
All right. We're going to count that as a failure. I will remind those of you who are playing that you do have a move called Help Out. where if a hunter is a little bit off of their game and fails by like 1 or 2, you can help out, potentially putting yourself in danger, but maybe making it so that they don't completely fail.
5, though, that would take 2 helped actions.
It would take 2 of you, yeah. So
Both
big
rolls.
potential for more failure there.
At least 7.
Yeah, exactly. So, Fred, as you are approaching this door, you look at it and you're trying to decipher what could have caused this to happen. And you get a little closer, and you kind of look into the darkness beyond the door, and a face kind of slowly moves out to greet you. And you see an older man, bald, mostly bald, with like wispy white hair that kind of just dangles off of his head and down onto his shoulders. Dirty overalls, and he seems out of place here. And he looks at you with this head-cocked grin, and he says, "Hello there. Are you
Shaggy,
here?"
Shaggy immediately jumps into Scooby's arms. Like zoinks!
Scooby then also will jump into Velma's arms.
You two, cut it out. Hi there, Fred Jones. This is Mystery Incorporated. We got your message about
Fred.
could be plaguing this amusement park here.
Right. I am Tim. I am the caretaker of these lands. I assume you're here to meet Cornelius, yes?
Think we are.
Fantastic. Follow me, please. And he, like, kind of slowly, without stuttering or, like, it seeming like he's doing this himself, very animatronic, almost, like, swivels back into the building and vanishes into the darkness beyond.
So can Velma attempt to like check him out, having noticed how he's moving? If he is like, are we dealing with a human here? Are we dealing with something weirder? Since she's a little bit.
Vibe check.
Right.
Mystery Inc. takes on Five Nights at Freddy's.
Let me take a look here.
Takes on Westworld.
So specifically, what move were you thinking here?
I was thinking like.
Is this more of a memory roll? Do you think? Like you're making an assumption based off of your past?
Yeah.
Because you don't have like books in front of you or like research materials.
Well,
So I'm gonna need you to make a dark past roll
Okay.
for this.
Okay, and that's plus weird. That's weird. So mixed success, it was an 8.
Okay. On a mixed success, you may ask one question off of that list.
Okay. I'd like to ask. Oh, there's a couple good ones that I want to ask, but I'll ask. What black magic do I know that could help here?
Specifically in relation to how is this person doing this?
Yes.
You know that sometimes people are just weird and a little creepy just in general. You don't think there's really anything supernatural going on here, Therefore, I don't think black magic would really apply. Maybe, possibly his joints are a little stiff, and he kind of just turns on a heel and doesn't move as much. So maybe some medicinal ointments or painkillers.
Okay.
Tim's
I'll
just
make a
kind of
note
weird.
to mention that to him as we're walking away.
Okay. I'm assuming everybody is following. Well, I should say, most of you. What are Shaggy and Scooby doing?
I think we're trying not to freak out.
Right.
Okay.
I'll go in.
Like,
Velma still has Scooby snacks.
Like, don't worry, buddy, old pal. If there's anything going on, I'm sure Daphne or Velma or Fred will find it.
Right.
All we got to worry about is finding dinner.
and what is Daphne doing in this moment?
So Daphne has got with her like a little purse, like a little clutch bag, the kind of things that you would take your essentials to at a party, and she's like wrestling with it at the back, and it's like, she's just trying to not like classic Daphne, trying to be fucking center of attention again, but no, she's like at the back, let the people do their thing, like we'll save the day in the end, I'm sure, whatever this nonsense is, and she is just. Very interesting, Fred. Yes, I have. I've seen it before. Yes, I remember him very clearly. And yeah, good. Okay. And she's just everyone, in you go. Get in the. Where are we? Oh, it's a mansion. Of course it is. Why would it not be another tossing mansion? She's having a good time.
So you all enter the mansion into the darkness, which is quickly revealed to just be a dimly lit chamber. Light differences from inside and outside cause it to be a little spookier and darker than probably intended. But Tim leads you into the center of the room, and then he kind of looks over his shoulder and smiles and motions forward with his hand, and leads you further back into a hallway, where at the end of which there is another set of double doors that he swings open in a very grandiose manner and steps to the side. Inside this area seems to be a very large, elaborate study or office of sorts. Bookcases galore. Velma, this is like heaven to you. Bookcases teeming with books, overflowing with books. There's reading tables to the right and left. And underneath a grand chandelier in the middle of the room is a desk with a high-back chair. And sitting in the high-back chair is a middle-aged man with raven hair. His what is this? Widow? Is it a widow's peak? Is that's what the term is? His widow's peak is very defined at this point, at this stage in his life. Very well dressed. He is a finely pressed black and gold pinstriped suit. And sitting across his lap is a very ornate golden cane. He seems to be in the middle of some sort of research, looking through blueprints of some kind are strewn across his desk. But as you enter, he looks up with a deep, furious scowl across his face that relaxes and brightens as you approach. Ah, hello, Mystery Inc. I assume that is who you are, those of you who are now entering my chambers. Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and this one is Scooby, of course. My name is Cornelius Crow. I am the one who asked you to be here. Thank you so much for coming. It means a great deal to me.
Well, we're glad to be here to help. Where would you like to start? We got your message about a Dr. Fogg plaguing your estate here, but would you like to perhaps give us a little bit more detail?
Of course, of course. I will say this is a point of contention for me. This comes at a very inopportune time. You see, I have investors who are coming to meet me for our new amusement park, which you no doubtedly saw on your way in. I will say it is a bit odd, this wives' tale, this urban legend of Dr. Fogg, the spectral plague doctor that roams Great Fog Lake, and, well, the legends are not so kind to the figure. He is painted as a malicious ghost of sorts. I will say, I don't believe in ghosts per se, but there are many in this town who do, and many who would not like to disturb Dr. Fogg's spirit. So, first news I heard of the disruption was a letter that was given to our Mayor Thompson. The letter detailed almost a ransom sorts. The ghost apparently has been making the construction workers disappear, as well as a few townsfolk as well. I would not entrust this task to you all if I did not think it was absolutely necessary, but I need these kidnappings or disappearances, or if it is a ghost, this paranormal activity to stop, please. That is all I require. So, this is your purview. I entrust all of you to figure it out. If you need resources, if you need direction, please talk to Tim here, and he will get you what you need. I must return to the planning so that when the investors get here and the ghost is gone, we can go about this without a hitch. Thank you all. And he turns back to his blueprints and seems to just forget you are there.
Okay. Well, if anyone can get to the bottom of this gang, I think it's us.
Well, like, if it comes down to anything that we need, like, maybe right now he needs a hero, but I'm pretty sure Scoob and I could use a hero sandwich.
Oh.
What do you say, Tim?
Oh, Tim, right? That's me.
What is Tim?
Get my
I mean,
NPC's
I mean, we could
name,
just
guys.
find it ourselves. I'm sure we could track it down.
I got a great
so-
sense of smell.
A submarine sandwich. That sounds delightful. You can find a sandwich shop in town if you'd like.
Okay, well, he said provide us with whatever, but I guess that's good enough.
I'm providing you with the information. He raises his hands, his nasty, gnarled, dirty hands, and says, "Would you like me to make you the sandwich?"
So down in town, like, is it by the gas station we drove by? Because we could totally hit that up, man.
It's by the pier.
All right,
Oh.
that's all I need.
Tim, where's the mayor's office? Is that easy
Oh,
to find right in the center? Right in
it
the center of
is.
town?
It's easy to find. Yes, it's in the center of town. It's a large building. Look for the town's flag, which he points up to a flag that's hanging over, off to the side because it's not above the chandelier. And it is a horizon with mountains in the distance and fog that cascades through the valley. Really easily identifiable. Is there anything else?
I mean, have you seen anything spooky happening around here?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Okay.
No. I am nowhere near affiliated with the spookiness.
Like, unless he looks in the mirror.
You say that, and he just like,
You said it's down by the pier?
by the pier.
All right. Come on, Scoob, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to drive to the town.
Yeah, going to the town. All right.
Yeah.
So you exit the manor. You hop back in the mystery machine. As you are leaving, you notice Tim is standing by the precipice and waving towards you all. And as you drive out of sight, he walks around the side of the house towards a small shed where you can assume he probably leaves his gardening tools or something like that.
Like, as soon as we get back to the mystery machine, Shaggy's gonna be like, all right, I'm calling it now. The butler did it.
He's weepy.
Well, we can't jump to conclusions just yet, Shaggy. He was very creepy, I agree, but we'll see what the mayor thinks too.
So, you make your way towards the town, yes. Okay. As you are making your way further down into the valley, you notice a few things. First off, the lake is truly the central attraction of this valley. It is large and is framed almost half of its entire shoreline is framed by a pier, which is connected to the town, which you are going to now, and the partially constructed amusement park. As you are heading down into town, those of you who are perceptive and knowledgeable, so definitely Velma, whoever else is keeping an eye out, would notice the town is... It's interesting. It is, it seems like it was built very quickly, as if it was a booming, bustling town at one point. And then, there's a lot of buildings, but not a lot of them are upkept. It's a little bit of a shanty town the further out from the center of town you get. So as you're nearing the office, the town hall, if you will, it is getting nicer, but most of the way in, I would say Shaggy and Scooby are probably looking out the window and going,
Man, I got a bad feeling about this.
yeah. But as you continue inward, you do find the mayor's office. It is a little harder to find than you thought it would be. The flag is ruined and in complete disrepair. It seems like the kind of accoutrement, even the upkeep of the inner town, it's more functional than it is aesthetic at this point. At least the outside. Because as you exit the mystery machine and you step into the town hall and the mayor's office, it is very well kept. It is clean. It is presentable. There is a very nice waiting room. There is no one present to greet you, unfortunately, when you step into the room. But you can look around. It seems like this was probably very recently renovated. If any of you would like to do anything while you're waiting for the mayor.
I think Scooby will go ahead or Shag will try to read a bad situation.
Okay.
Just because of like how wrecked it was on the outside.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
All right. Read a bad situation. So, I think it's rolling. Ooh,
An
11.
11. Very good. So, on an 11, you may ask, you may hold 3. So, at any point from here on, or unless I tell you that it wipes, you may ask 3 of these questions. I'm going to say you have to at least ask one of them now.
As we're walking in and seeing the shredded flag and the dilapidated town, and this could even be on the drive-in, I'll ask, are there any dangers that we haven't noticed?
The easy answer would be yes, as there's going to be dangers with any sort of rundown, dilapidated town. In relation to the mystery, I would say you haven't seen very many people.
Okay.
So if there is a danger, possibly it could be keeping people out of the streets. But there's no, as you are considering this, you aren't able to look back and realize, oh wait, no, I did see a monster. But you do notice that maybe people are taking this seriously.
Okay.
Would you like to ask any of the others?
I'm gonna hold on to my other 2 for now.
Okay, just keep track of that.
Yep, I've got it here.
Okay. So you're waiting for probably 5-10 minutes after you ring the bell. I'm assuming the bell is rung pretty early on.
Mm-hmm.
And after about 5 to 10 minutes, a door slides open in the middle of this room on the back wall. And you see a middle-aged, very large, rotund man with a suit that does not fit him one bit. He is burgeoning out of it, and the buttons are close to springing off of the suit itself. And he has a thick, greasy, kind of disgusting mustache, handlebar mustache, across his face. And he looks at all of you with the warmest and widest grin since you've been in this town, and he says, hello everybody, how's it going? I'm Mayor Thompson. You can call me Mayor, you can call me Thompson. I don't care. Anything you guys want. What you guys want a snack? You guys want some refreshments? Yeah. And he
I'm gonna call you best friend.
Oh, that's actually really nice. That's really nice.
Oh, buddy, old pal, you know you're my bestest best friend.
And he motions for you guys to come in, at least Shaggy and Scooby. And inside of his office, you can see there are utility tables lined up against the wall that are filled with food.
Beeline.
food. Yes. Any sort of sugary snack or okay, I will say there's not a lot of like fruits and vegetables.
That's
But like there's some good meats. There's definitely sausage links, the ones that are like connected.
Hey,
Oh,
keeper,
yeah.
keeper, if I could.
Yeah.
They are not there anymore.
Oh no,
Oh,
there was a slight blur. And it's
Yeah.
gone.
We both take just one table, tilt it both down towards both of our mouths.
a empty stomach no more. Welcome, friends. Welcome. Would any of you are getting forward of when
Like, you all better get it on this grub, because it ain't gonna last.
Oh, you need to
Yeah.
hold on. The background is
There it
like
is,
cutting
there it
it
is.
out.
Okay.
But
No, that was
God,
actually really- no,
look at
Oh
that
my God, it's
beautiful
beautiful.
sandwich.
Oh,
Major
it's gonna
Pod,
be a good
please
time,
tell me.
Scoop.
Please tell me you're sending a picture of that in chat later.
Please
Please,
send a
please.
picture of that in chat.
Please.
Oh my gosh. Okay. God, now I'm like, now I'm hungry now. God.
Thank you, Purple, for clipping.
Yes.
I'm actually good. We have a mystery to solve right now. We're Mystery Incorporated. Fred.
Mhm.
This is Shaggy, Scooby, Velma, Daphne. You've probably heard about the Dr. Fogg that's apparently responsible for a lot of things happening around here. We were just here to ask if you've seen anything. Might know more.
Terrible coincidence that Dr. Fogg would be emerging again now, so close to the amusement park's finishing. It is truly a sad sight. I can tell you a little bit about Dr. Fogg himself, but I did receive a letter. Unfortunately, the letter. And he like reaches like under his stomach and like pulls out an envelope that is just matted with like grease and it's crumpled and gross, and he just like throws it to the side. The letter might be a little ruined, but I can tell you the gist. Essentially, ever since the amusement park has neared finish, there have been sightings of Dr. Fogg. And recently, there was no aggression, no danger. But as soon as it was nearing finish enough where the investors could come and take a look to continue the construction, because that is what the investors are here for. We, as a city, as a town, can only do so much.
Truly, this is
And
the dankest dungeon.
benefactor, Mr. Crow, only is so wealthy. So we have to wait for investors. Where was I? Yes, as soon as news reached my ears, even that we were nearing completion enough to host the investors, the crew, the entire construction crew disappeared into thin air.
Like thin air?
Like thin air. Not heavy, mind you, thin.
Oh. So
We
what do you
don't-
think turned Casper from a friendly ghost back to an angry ghost?
Well, we did not know. We did not know what had happened. We assumed they had just all left because of, I don't know, they hadn't been paid or whatnot. But we did receive a letter written in a ghostly font too.
Papyrus?
Chrome Exchange?
I don't know. It was in
Readings?
God, what is the? Hold on. It was in Creeper.
Creeper!
Boo, not the creeper!
Not again.
And the letter essentially said, halt construction on this amusement park, or Dr. Fogg will continue to make people disappear. Now, I will say, if Dr. Fogg truly is responsible for these disappearances, I hate to think of what has happened to these poor workers. You see, the legend of Dr. Fogg is that he lives at the bottom of Creepfog Lake in a sunken hospital of sorts. And when people stray too close to the lake in the deadest hours of night, they are captured by Dr. Fogg and dragged down to the depths, to the floor of this lake, for a grisly, disturbing experience.
Oh man!
Experiments? I didn't study.
Right? It's pretty scary. Yes, so that is the legend. That is essentially what I know. Is there any way I can be of more assistance? It may behoove all of you to visit the construction site. You could also visit the town library, although I wonder Martha might still be at lunch. Well, if you go to the construction site first and then go to the library, I'm sure that Martha will be back and you'll be able to get to the books. But is there anything I can help you all with?
Like, I had a question, man. Has anybody, been able to get away from Dr. Fogg, and, how'd they do it? And I'm going to use that as my hold for read a bad situation for what's the best way to protect the victims.
Okay. What's the best way to protect the victims? Keep them away from the construction site.
If it comes down to avoiding things that are creepy, you got my vote.
Well, I assume from the letter that was received, this emergence of Dr. Fogg is because of this construction site. So as long as nobody continues construction, which is very unfortunate, I need more money. As long as nobody continues construction, I'm sure Dr. Fogg won't do anything else. Hopefully.
Speaking
But
of,
there is
you-
a mandated curfew.
Good to know. Then have you personally seen this Dr. Fogg at all?
Oh no. I don't go down to the pier very often. I'm not the best swimmer. But I've seen Dr. Fogg in storybooks, old recountants of our town's history, but nothing more than that.
You wouldn't happen to have one of those storybooks handy, would you?
I do not, no, but Martha probably would at the library. If there's anything else I can do, you're welcome to any of this fine food. You're welcome to, yes, please, by all means. You're welcome to hang about in the waiting room. We have nice plush leather seats, and It's been recently done, you see, with a little bit of the. Anyway,
I had one more question for you, Mr. Mayor.
of course.
Like, how's that sandwich shop down by the pier? Is it worth it going there?
Slam and Sammy's?
Woohoo!
Oh, it is very good. I think they actually have a build your own sandwich counter. So for those of you with large appetites like you two fine individuals, I think that would be the perfect place to go to lunch.
Well, I know where I'm going to look for clues. How about you, Scoob?
Yeah. Go to the pier.
Is that to say you are all splitting up?
Oh,
Might be the best way to look for clues.
why'd I open my mouth?
A couple
the
of
best
us
way
could
to
go to
eat.
the library. A couple could go to the construction site.
I agree. Who wants to take up what?
We're going to the pier.
Yeah, I think Scoob and I are going to check out the pier and look for clues.
And sandwiches.
Velma
I
is
trust
definitely
you.
going to go to the library.
Yeah, I trust you with the library, Velma. Daphne, how about you go to the construction site with me?
I know what that means.
So, we are going to resolve this in 3 parts. I think,
Should I use my last read about situation?
if you'd like to, yes.
Okay.
Before we leave the mayor's office, that is.
I guess probably what's the best way in to like kind of get an idea of the area around the pier. Like aside from the sub shop, like what other like points of attraction are there?
Right. Hold on to that.
Okay.
Until we get to the pier moment, okay?
Okay, I just wanted to use it now before I lost that hold.
Yeah. I'll just remember you asked that, and I'll remember. One of us will remember, and I do have something for that, but thematically it works better after this.
Sure thing.
Let's do Velma first. So Velma, you are headed to the library. The library, unlike the expansive study of Tro Manor, is pretty diminutive. It is a small town, rundown. People don't really care about books anymore kind of library. But there is a modest selection. So, there is no one there to help you because Martha's at lunch. I would like for you to, first off, tell me what you're looking for.
I would say she would be looking out for any sort of probably a
magnanimous
handful of things as
dispensation.
quickly as possible. News articles regarding people going missing, and the whole 9 yards, like anything relating to some of the people who go missing, and then probably any sort of lore or folklore books
Mhm.
about the hospital under the lake for Dr. Fogg, and any sort of history book about like the layout of the land and where things are located, like if there's any cemeteries around or anything kind of spooky-ooky that might be related.
Okay. I just realized that we have a 500 bit and a 1500 bit. So let me talk about that really quick. I do remember what you asked. I already have in my head what I'm going to give you. So 1500 bits though is not a reward option. So I'm assuming it's a 10 and a 5. Yeah. Is it broken up like
Probably.
that? Okay. So that means I need Fred to roll 2d6. Nope, that's not what I want. Hold on. 2d10, please.
That is a 15.
A 5 and a 10, which means 2. Fred. Velma, you get an additional luck point.
Hey,
And
thanks.
Scooby, you get an additional luck point. So luck points, for those of you who don't know, each character has a pool of luck that they can use at any time. In the normal monster of the week, your luck is a very static, unrefillable point system, I guess, where if you run out of luck, you quite literally run out of luck and most likely will die. However, this is Scooby-Doo, and I have instructed the players just to not spend 7 luck. So let's hope we don't get to that. So luck will make whatever your roll is, even retroactively, a 12 if you use it. So Velma and Scooby, you have an automatic success, complete success, if you would like it. To counter that, $10, I get a hard move. I now have 2 hard moves stored up. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Okay. Corn Dog, if you want to buy more luck, by all means, but they also do have luck at their disposal. So, Velma, please roll for me and investigate a mystery. A 9. So, that is a mixed success. There is no one there to help you. Do you want to keep it a 9, or do you want to use a luck point?
I was gonna say, can Velma use one of her moves that I've read about this sort of thing and understand how to navigate her way through the library a little bit better? Like, she's probably definitely read about books. She's definitely read books about the Dewey Decimal System, for sure.
When you hit the books, take +1 forward to investigate a mystery, so long as historical or reference works are appropriate, and you did specify that you were looking for historical documents. That will give you a +1, and you have a full success.
Yes.
Good job. Let me look at investigate a mystery. So you are looking for those materials, right? But I do need you to ask out of these specific questions here. You get to ask 2. You're muted.
I know, I just sighed heavily, so it's no big deal.
Okay.
So she would likely want to figure out if we're dealing with like a human or a creature or something, like a spirit, like what is going on. So she would probably narratively, she would for sure want to know what sort of creature it is that they're dealing with. Like,
okay. So that would probably be what sort of creature it is, right? For your second question, and if you have another question you would like from this list, other than what sort of creature is it, by all means, you can switch that out. But we did just get tipped $20 to reveal an important clue. For this, I was already going to reveal a clue, so I'll make it more obvious when it comes up. But Velma, I am also going to let you ask me any question. Not from the list, just whatever question is on your mind.
Oh God. Fuck.
We're treating
was
this as an
Chrissy,
advanced,
not Velma.
yeah,
Shit. Oops.
as an
there it is
advanced
again.
success. No, Warner Brothers, no.
Okay, so one of the questions is, what is it going to do? She would definitely be trying to figure out like a pattern, some type of like something, if like something that's happening pretty regularly.
Mhm.
And
Okay, so
can I
you
hold
want
the next question or no?
you want the super question to be held?
Yes.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
So you would like, what was it going to do?
Yes.
Okay. As you are pouring through these historical documents, you come across a very old, dilapidated newspaper. On this newspaper, you read of a mine collapse deep within the valley. In fact, and actually looking at the old-timey photograph that was that is on this piece of paper, it almost seems like the mine would be at the bottom of the lake. And it seems to have collapsed, been completely filled in, and a person was arrested. A person wearing a plague doctor's mask, robes, and uniform. It was the town's, doctor, who blew up the mine because too many people were getting sick. This person, at the time, was tried and executed. But then, a memoir of why this Dr. Fogg was released a few years later, and the town, which at the time was named Smithville, had a change of heart, realized its mistakes, and renamed the town to commemorate this hero in those people's eyes. And thus, from then on out, the town's name became Foggyton.
The article never says the person's name that was executed. It just says the town doctor.
It mentions a Dr. Fogg.
Okay. So it is like that's his name. Okay, check.
Yeah. It seems the urban legend of this Dr. Fogg, who drags people down into the depths and does things to them, probably derives from this story. And you'd like to hold your next question. So while you are still ruminating, and interrupt me if you do have a question, I would say, actually, don't interrupt me during this next part, but like after it, if you have a question, let me know. Oh God, sneeze. That's the worst.
Oh, doctor.
That's the worst.
Put your mask
Okay.
down if you need to sneeze.
We are going to switch over to Fred and Daphne. Fred and Daphne, you hike your way along the pier towards this amusement park. Along the way, you notice to your right is the lake. And if I could describe the lake to you, this large basin of murky green water is consistently covered by a layer of thick fog. As you know, legend says that a spirit inhabits the lake, a spectral plague doctor that drags unwary townsfolk down beneath the surface to do nefarious experiments on them. So, as you're walking along this pier, you're very uneasy, although the two of you are definitely some of the more level-headed in your group. The story just gets to you a little bit. And you feel like you're being watched. So, as you're walking along the pier, if you two would like to have a conversation, or if you'd like to fast forward to the amusement park, let me know, but it is yours.
So like I was saying, I had this new idea for this trap. Like, I don't know if
I need to stop you right there. I need to ask you a question. And it's going to seem strange to you, but I think it's very important. Do you know when my birthday is?
I want to say it's in June.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Right on that, June the
5th.
Yep, perfect. That's not it. That's not even close. It's not even in that half of the year, but it's fine. How many traps have you devised in the last fortnight?
Oh gosh, I don't know if I can count that many.
Yeah, exactly. You literally cannot count that many. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. And you know what today is, don't you? Literally today, right now, as we're stood here, on this foggy pier, an abandoned amusement park filled with literal murderers that disappeared an entire company. You know what today is, don't you? You know literally what today is, right?
It's our anniversary, isn't it?
No, it's not. Why would I ask you when my birthday was if it was our anniversary, Freddie? Why would I ask you those two things? You're meant to be some form of private investigator, I guess? Do you lead this team? Okay, that's fine. I mean, you said today would be different. You said it would be different, but do you know what? I don't know why I even think to believe you anymore. I mean, if it weren't for the fact that my trust fund was tied up so highly with your van maintenance company that I don't know what I would do. Do not test me today, Freddie. I swear to God, okay? Not today.
Okay, whatever happens, I will make it up to you. I promise this time. It's not going to be like the other times. I'm going to make it up to you.
Do you know
Just
what?
got to get to the bottom of this.
It's fine. The only person I blame here is myself. I literally blame myself for this. I don't know why. Sure, this will be different. Of course it will. Because why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it?
Anyway.
As you have this conversation, first off, Daphne and Shaggy, you have +2s, remember that, to your next roll.
Oh.
As you have this conversation, the feeling of being watched increases. And you notice, as you're walking along the pier, the fog begins to drift further in and envelop your feet.
Now I have fog on my shoes. And I'm not saying it's worse than what you usually spill on it, but it's still not convenient. It's not the birthday surprise I was hoping for.
You continue towards the amusement park, I assume.
Yep.
And you approach the pier entrance to the park, which is framed by a iron fence and a large kind of iron gateway that says Foggyton Amusement Park across the top. You don't know if it just hasn't been completely constructed yet, or if possibly vandals have gotten to it, or you can't imagine that age has gotten to it yet, but some of the letters in Foggyton Amusement Park are kind of hanging off a bit and whatnot. You're not sure what happened there. But as you approach, the fog gets thicker and thicker, and I want both of you to make act under pressure rolls as the looming edifice of this amusement park, the feeling of being watched, and the almost choking fog swirls around your senses.
Oh boy. Okay, so because of my move Just Another Day, I can roll plus weird for this instead, plus cool.
Whoa.
14 for chat.
And a 10.
Oh. Plus
And even though this feeling of dread washes over the both of you for a moment, you continue past. You've seen scarier. You've seen scarier. You're sure of it. And you walk into the amusement park, and what you see is, well, for one, it is simply, in this moment, a extremely large pier. It is a long row of boards and planks extending out almost to the middle of the lake. Framing the pier is the same iron fence, although lower than around the mainland. And inside, you can see shapes through the fog. And as you, and might I add, the fog is heavy. Your vision is quite obscure. As you continue forward, you can see shapes through the fog, and at first, if your constitutions, if your willpower were a little weaker, maybe you would have turned and ran. But as you got closer, you notice the shapes are rides, are small buildings where you assume games and eateries would be found. There are a few times where you swear you see a person in the fog, but then you get a little closer and you realize it's like you must be this tall to ride figures, and you're like, oh, okay, Shaggy and Scooby, man, they would be gone.
Yeah, like if they're like particularly close to one, like Fred being like 6 feet, I'll just kind of like size it up a little bit, not like go too close to it or anything, but size it up a little bit. And I like to think that they both like endure through this act under pressure roll because they're just talking about their relationship problem. Just like, listen, babe, we can get new shoes. I will be there at the mall with you this time. I will wait with your purse, and I will tell you what I think about them because they all look great on you, and it's gonna be great. I make it up to you, I promise.
One last chance, Freddie. I just make it right.
I won't waste it. I promise.
At this moment, I'm using one of my hard moves. Daphne.
Whoa! Oh, strap in!
Daphne, your handbag starts to wriggle. And it bursts. And what do they find? What bursts out of that handbag, Daphne?
So skittering across the boards of the pier is all her everything that you normally keep in your purse. So it's all her variant 30 different lipsticks that go rolling around the place like a bag of marbles. It's a eyeshadow, it's a powder, it's a makeup mirror, it's, you know, her little black book. It's everything that just spills out across the floor and tumbling head over heels into the fog. Fred can just make out. It's probably about, I don't know, a foot high, only a foot high, a foot and a half, if that. And you hear a little voice that says, let me at him, put him up.
No.
You didn't.
And I go, Freddie, look what you've done now. Look what you have done. And now what are we going to do? You know what he's like when you get him excited.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the handbag pops the cousin of Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo.
Game over, man. Game over.
I would like to
We're
say...
done. End stream.
I would like to say this was my idea.
Of course it was. Of course
Because
it was.
one of the moves of the meddling kid is that you can have an animal companion that talks, and obviously it couldn't be Scooby.
So why would we not?
We have quite a bit of donations to go through.
Yeah.
Indiana Hoosier 54. Thank you to
Wow.
my little brother. For these fantastic donations. You are the best. You are absolutely the best. So let's go through this really quick. Hey, Braid, if you wouldn't mind, tell me how you want to split up the 3,500, because I don't know how to split that up. Do you want a 20, a 10, and a 5? I'm gonna do that. We'll do that. So real quick, Fred, you're gonna get some luck. Velma gets some luck. Scooby, and yeah, that's what I figured. And then also flip a coin between Daphne and Shaggy. Wait. No.
Daphne's
Sorry.
been having a rough time.
Yeah, so let's actually, Velma, you got luck last time, which I forgot. Shaggy,
Correct.
you get luck, and Daphne, you get another luck. Okay, I get another hard move, and another clue is going to be revealed. So, as Scrappy-Doo is released from his clutch, he tumbles into the waist-high fog, waist-high for you guys, so like you can't see him. You cannot see Scrappy whatsoever, but you can hear him. And you hear him kind of yipping and yapping out into the distance, and then he gets very quiet.
not a
And
bad
he's
thing.
gone. Yeah. I don't know if I could live with myself if something were to happen to him. And
Well, this was entirely your fault, Freddie. Let's not miss
Yeah.
our work here.
yeah. I don't know. I guess we should go after him.
You think
Yeah.
we should? You think I should chase around an energetic, hyped up, special needs dog? I don't think so, Freddie. I think you should go after him.
Okay.
I'm going to wait here by the gatehouse on my own, while you go and find the dog you just set loose into a foggy, abandoned funfair.
Whatever you say, dear. I guess he's gonna go. Maybe on the way, just look for signs of like the people that were here previously. So like footprints, any sign of like
Mhm.
struggle, like any of that
Right.
stuff.
Go ahead and make a... I think investigate a mystery would probably be the role here.
All right.
Unless you have a specific move you want to use, like one of your special moves, or I think investigate a mystery unless you have used your, or unless you're able to use a special move.
No, I don't think I have anything for investigating at least. So, yeah, that is plus sharp, correct?
Yes.
Mixed success, 8.
Okay. You get to ask one of these questions.
Okay.
And we're not using the flexible alternative rules, so just the standard investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Also, investigating well, I didn't send you investigating phenomena, but those questions are: how is this phenomenon doing this? What could fix it, cure it, or slow it down? How far does the effect reach, or what will be affected next? I don't really think that applies here, but
Yeah, I don't think so either. I would like to ask, what is being concealed here?
what is being concealed here? Okay, that's a good question. Let's see, do I have a specific answer for this question? Hold on. It's the last one. Oh, yeah, of course. You walk forward following the path you assume Scrappy took. As you do, there is a slight relief, either a slight relief in the fog, or you can somehow just see through the fog, maybe a little bit. And so you start to look around, you look for tracks, you look for signs of struggle, you look for anything that would denote where these construction employees went, how they were taken, anything of the nature. You do not see any signs of struggle at the construction site. And yes, that is all you find just right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will give you this. You do also find some loose money, kind of scattered about.
Interesting.
Medium to large denomination as well. 20s to 100s.
Someone making it rain out here. Okay. Well, cool. Do I find the damn dog?
You continue looking. And eventually you do hear the sound of muffled struggle a little further ahead of you. And you continue a little closer, and I would like you again to roll me a I want you to roll me a read a bad situation, but I also, while I do something really quick, I need you to let everyone know how Fred is feeling in this moment.
Oh boy. Okay, so. Oh no. I'm having to roll all of these manually, chat, because roll 20 is keeping me down. But that is a 13 to read a bad situation. Yeah. I think Fred's monster seeking or mystery seeking senses are tingling. He's on edge. I wouldn't say he's scared, or at least isn't like fronting a scared thing, because he's a big, cool tough 6-foot man, but yeah, no, there might be a little bit of fear in the back of his head somewhere.
The relationship is falling apart, Fred. How did that make you feel?
My life is in shambles, man.
You need to be open and honest about how you feel.
Yeah, man, like communication's key in a relationship.
Would you mind telling me what your role was?
My roll was a 13.
A 13. Okay, so you can read a bad situation, which I think is you can ask 3 questions. But before you were able to ask those questions, you see standing in the fog, not too far away from you, a hooded figure, shrouded, encapsulated in fog, with a deathly plague mask on. And you can see and hear a burlap sack by his feet that is now kicking, and you can hear, "Hurry at him! Hurry." So, really quickly, I would like you to, if you would like to ask any of your read a bad situations, to do that now.
Okay. Cool. Sure. Looking at Scrappy down at the feet of this thing, what is the best way to protect the victims?
Well, probably to get Scrappy away from this figure however you can. I mean,
Great.
that's a little self-explanatory.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So I'm just gonna ask another one of the questions out of the 3. What is my best way out?
Well, you know that the sides of the pier, there is a wall, a fence. You don't know what's at the end of the pier, but you do know that there is at least a single way out of the amusement park. The way you came in. It's also the way that Daphne is right now. But best way out of here, probably to lose this creature in the fog if you can.
All right. Cool.
But as you stand before this ghostly visage, it is going to look at you, raise its hands towards you, and is going to let out this deep, sorrowful moan. Just a... And Fred, I need you to take 2 harm, ignore armor.
Okay.
As the terrifying visage of this is enough to spook even the hardiest of individuals.
All right, we're good, guys. We can take a fair amount of harm. Sure. Okay. Yeah. He definitely is not gonna like that. He has on him a heavy flashlight. What he would like to do is, if he can, shine that light, because it's pretty high beam, quite a few lumens, and shine that directly through the goggles of the mask. While doing that, just kind of try to grab Scrappy and make a run for it.
Okay, I'm going to have you make 2 rolls.
Okay.
The first of which is going to be kick some ass.
Okay. Oh, he's not very good at that. Surprise, guys. He is kind of a glass cannon. He has a -1 to tough.
He only works out his own muscles.
It'll be fine. Yeah, that's a mixed success. That's a 9.
Okay, what's the damage on your flashlight?
Let me look and see which of these tabs has my equipment. Real fast. I don't know if I do have a tab with my equipment.
You should. It should be in the same
Under
tabs.
gear.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
the same-
out of the pictures that I have.
Yeah.
It should be on the last one.
Do-do-do.
That has your character stuff on it.
Oh no, that messed it up.
It probably is the last one or close to the bottom.
Yeah.
We'll say- we'll say-
the last thing I'm seeing in my equipment is forensic tools.
Right. And you're shining it in his eyes, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You're not trying to beat him across the head with it?
Nah,
Okay.
not enough time for that.
We'll say your flashlight.
Oh wait, I found it. I'm dumb. It was the first one for some reason. It is 1 harm, hand innocuous.
Gotcha. Okay. So, like I was gonna say, it probably does 1 harm as you shine it into this ghost's eyes, burning away some of the fog around this ghostly figure, and you can kind of see the figure a little better now, and it definitely, at least in this moment, looks to be corporeal. But as you do shine it into its eyes, it does rear backwards and kind of step away from the bag. So go ahead and make your other roll.
Do I do the same one or?
It is act under pressure, so cool.
Oh, okay.
Or it should
Yeah,
be
just
weird,
another day.
weird
It
for you.
should, yeah, it's plus weird for me. 12.
12. Okay, so you are able to grab Scrappy's bag. He squirms around, but you assure him or something, maybe knock him around a little bit in the bag to get him to cooperate.
Save him. Bash him.
And
Damn dog.
just look. And you grab the bag and you start making you start making your way away. As part of the mixed success of the kick some ass roll, the doctor is going to reach out and grab your other arm and is going to claw down your forearm, dealing another harm.
Okay.
You now have 3 harm, which means you are unstable. In this mechanic, we're just going to say you're really fucking scared. So you need to get out of there immediately. There is no more fighting.
Oh yeah, he's making
it
a
is
break for
escape.
it. That was
So-
the goal.
Yes, so you run away. Hey guys.
Hey,
How's it going?
There you
how's it
are.
going?
There was
Old
something
Man
really
Smithers.
scary here.
Yes, I was the monster the entire time. Look at this. You notice I haven't taken it off yet. Daphne, you're just standing there, alone, by yourself in this fog, when all of a sudden you hear the sound of deep breathing behind you.
Fred, it's not the time. Not now. You're meant to
You
be getting the dog.
You turn around expecting Fred. to find the visage of Dr. Fogg staring you straight in the face, and using my other hard... God, this thing makes it so hard to talk. Using my other hard move, Dr. Fogg is going to look at you, and you're going to feel the presence of just this horrifying individual pierce into your brain, and I also need you to take 2 harm, ignore armor.
Oh.
And what would you like to do as this creature, this whatever this thing is?
So, Fred, no, come on, you're not going to ruin this dress as well. And turn around and they go, you cheeky motherfucker! I mean, jeepers! Run into the fog. And she's going to look as she runs through this this building construction site carnival on the side of the lake. And using all her years of Fred's shenanigans, she's going to know there's only one place you could possibly lose someone here, and head to the House of Mirrors.
Amazing.
And I'm going to use my special skill, run away. When you decide to get out of a bad situation, you get away just fine. Unfortunately, you will end up somewhere just as bad that is important to the current mystery.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you do get away from Dr. Fogg.
Motherfucker.
Unfortunately, you make your escape into the House of Mirrors, which has 1 entry and 1 exit.
Like a big one.
Yeah. And you are inside here, and you said it's important to the mystery?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yes, okay. You make your way through this House of Mirrors to what you can assume is the back. And in the back of this maze of reflections, you see a slightly ajar door. Seemingly an escape.
Perfect. An escape. She says as she opens the door.
Yeah. You open the door, and it seems like you're kind of like on the outskirts of the amusement park and near the fence, and you see a large hole cut into the fence. Next to the hole is diving gear. Like scuba diving gear. And you hear a heavy breath behind you once again. This time, however, I need you to make an act under pressure roll for me.
It's a 7, but I would like to use one of my luck points.
There we go. So that is a 12. You hear this breathing behind you, and you don't even turn around. You ignore whatever cosmic interference, whatever, it's almost like writing, has informed you to turn around and look into the face of whatever this creature is, and you book it. You run around the corner of the House of Mirrors and back towards the exit.
So I get special luck because I'm a special girl. And when I use my special luck, I get to see something that I wasn't supposed to see that might help you with your current mystery, or it might just spook me more.
Well, I mean, you kind of got that a little bit there with the Scooby gear, but that was actually one of the $20 rewards that I was saving for you guys. So, what is the? There was another.
Can I see anything in the mirrors of the mirror maze if I don't turn around, but I look in the mirror door?
Yes, you do see next to the scuba gear, you see footprints, muddy footprints.
It's going to ruin his shoes.
that have the imprint of a heavy boot. And you book it out of there. You get away from this fog or whatever is trying to hunt you down. You make your way towards the entrance again.
Okay, perfect.
Ah, I'm caught.
You could just keep it on top of your head and then like bow it down to show the face.
Well, then the unmasking will be less climactic. The two of you reconjoin at the entrance, having experienced both frightening things. Fred, you're shaking in your boots. You are like essentially the wounded mechanic of Monster of the Week. It's essentially just frightened at this point. Like, I imagine if you guys got, dead, like so much damage you would die, it would just be like you go catatonic or something like that. We're not trying to kill the mystery gang.
No, we're going hard.
We're going.
So you reconvene.
Oh man, we gotta get out of here.
Yes, I quite agree. I don't know why you decided to stay here in the first place, Freddie.
So we're all hanging out at the mystery van, right?
No.
We should. We should stop at the van real quick. Let's just swing past the van real
I
quick.
think Fred and Daphne are reconvening.
Yeah, just Fred and Daphne at this point. Yeah, they're just reconvening at the front of the park. And as they reconvene, Fred, Scrappy bursts out of the bag, right? Because you've been holding him still for too long, and he got a little anxious. And he's sitting there, and he's and he's not talking because he has something in his mouth. He has what appears to be a swath of denim in his mouth.
Interesting. Have any of the people that we've seen previously been wearing like jeans or like any denim at all?
I mean, you've seen a couple people in town, like as you were walking along the pier, you saw some people wearing denim. Tim was wearing denim. He was wearing denim overalls. Besides that, no.
I guess you saw him too.
Hey, little fella. I tell you what would be a totally groovy idea would be if you were to give me. I'm just gonna take this. Why don't you just give that to me, and then we can use it to find the bad guy, and you can give him a biff in the chops, eh? How does that sound? Pretty good. We need to go and get your Uncle Scoob and his live-in friend, and the other one that also hangs out with us. That's like a walk-in Rule 34 page, and we'll just grab those guys, and we can come back here, and you can biff whoever you like as hard. But I really need you to give me that scrap of material so that we can get this done. How does that sound, eh? Pretty good. Now I'm going to try and use a pleasant and friendly manner to manipulate him into giving me the scrap of material and not worrying it anymore.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's see.
Go ahead, make that manipulate roll.
It's an 8.
An 8. Okay. So on an 8.
Well, can I use my +2 from chat to make it a 10?
Yes, you may.
Make everyone's life a little bit easier.
Yes, you may.
Diggity dog, which is another relative, I think.
Scrappy looks at you, spits it out, and just kind of crosses his arms. Fine, let's go.
Okie dokie. Get back in your sack. Right. And with her amazing knowledge of the fashion industry, hopefully she would recognize the kind of denim, possibly, if she's seen anything of that color or particular swatch before.
That's gonna be a move for sure. Is there like a specific move that you have? No. Okay. So I would say probably
Investigate a mystery, probably would be.
probably investigate a mystery. Yeah.
Okay. Let's give it a whirl. A whirl. It's another 8.
An 8. So you get to ask one question, and that question is going to be:
Do I recognize, or is there the nearest thing to that?
You can say what sort of creature is it?
Yes, perfect.
It is not a ghost.
Oh, ghosts don't wear denim. You heard it here first.
Or at least, if it is a ghost that can materialize whenever it pleases. Typically, as Fred would be able to point out, when the fog is not around him. It's almost as if the fog protects him.
Let's get back to the van.
They head back to the van, and let's go to Shaggy and Scooby, who have been feasting down by the pier. I assume they have made their way to Slam and Sammy's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And have collected as much as they possibly could from the sandwich creation station, and have made their way out. Now, Ikaj, it's been a while. Do you remember the question you were going to ask me?
Yes, I was.
What's my best way in? Best way in?
Yes, and I figured we could use that to like describe like what's
Yes.
around here and get like a better idea of it.
Yes.
Since
So-
we've got, I figure we've been hitting up every like little food stand along the way.
Yeah. So, what's your best way to stick with the relevant mystery, let's say?
Sure.
Because there's like, you're not trying to like infiltrate anything necessarily. So, what's your best way into the plot? You find your way to Slam and Sammy's after hitting up literally every other food joint on the block.
Oh yeah. Like Scoob, they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I'm hoping the same goes for a candy apple.
Oh, yeah. Especially with your Dr. Fog.
And you make your way towards the large sandwich shop. It is a multi-tiered restaurant. And it doesn't make sense why it would be such a huge building for a restaurant until you enter the main pavilion and you realize the sandwich creation station is 3 stories tall.
Like they said, you can make any kind of sandwich you want, and look at the place, Scoob.
I have seen the face of God.
Truly, this is Valhalla.
You will notice that there is general dining to the left. I almost said left and right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
There's general dining to the left and right. In the center, in the like almost pavilion style middle of this restaurant, there is a 3-story sandwich creation station, where you pay to get in. You have enough money to do that. Mystery Inc. What is money? And it's essentially like you can see around this center pavilion, there are framed photographs of people with their creations, and most of them are pretty mundane. I would
I'm
say
like imagining it as like one of those all-you-can-eat places where you like pay for a single plate, like whatever you
Yeah.
stack on, it's
yeah,
yours.
whatever you can put on this plate, you can take essentially. So you pay for the plate, right?
Yeah. Scoop, I know the town's struggling, but we're gonna put this place out of business, buddy, old pal.
Bruh, we were sitting
You
into
notice-
economic ruin.
So this is something that I'm going to have you guys actually do. You notice that most of them are mundane, and you also notice that the way you can get on the wall is by exceeding a certain weight threshold with your plate. If you can get it above 10 pounds, you can make it on the wall. So, like, when I say mundane, it's still 10 pounds of food on one plate. However, there are 3 other people who are like framed above all others, right? You see a picture of George Clooney, who has a 65-pound plate stacked 3 feet high. And it's pretty cool. You see a picture of Ric Flair.
Like
Who
Scoop,
has-
it's the macho. It's the nature boy, Scoop.
Woo!
Who has an 89-pound plate. And then you see, framed above all others, at the pinnacle of this fine establishment, weighing in at 173 pounds on a single plate, is Guy Fieri.
Oh, that
Boy.
flavor.
You mentioned looking into God's face a little too soon, buddy, old pal.
Oh, this is truly heaven.
Oh, I think we gotta take down the mayor of Flavortown. What do you say, friend?
He doesn't stand a chance.
Woo-hoo.
So, I will say this. I'm going to have you both roll a single roll. I think that roll is going to be... Oh, wait. I will let you either roll Trust Your Gut, which is in the alternative weird moves, or Act Under Pressure. So one of those two.
Gotta trust my gut.
Yeah, it's appropriate that it's gonna be trust your gut.
I felt that would be the case.
Let me find it. All right, so we're both rolling.
Yes.
12. With my
Did you just say 12?
12?
Oh my god.
I got an 8, but I'm gonna use my +2 to take it to a 10.
Okay. So we have a 10 and we have a 12. Both of you take your plates and you make your way to the sandwich creation station in the center of the room. You stack, and after, I mean, typically you guys would just, throw stuff together, very quickly, but this is a challenge, so you're methodical about it. After about 5 minutes, people start to notice. And they start to crowd around the edges of the sandwich creation station. 10 minutes in, Scooby gets to the point where he has to ascend to the second level. Shaggy quickly follows a couple minutes later, but Scooby keeps a lead on Shaggy.
Yeah.
Shaggy, eventually you get to the point where you stack a piece of salami on this sandwich, and it almost tips over. And so you stop for a moment, and you call it there. It is an impressive feat. Scooby, however, the only thing that stops you is the ceiling.
Wow.
At the end of it,
I knew you could do it, old friend.
Oh.
at the end of it, you both stand in the middle and place your plates on the scale, and you hear a sound come up from behind you, and you see the mayor. And he says, "These are the best sandwiches I have ever seen." Shaggy, 214 pounds? That is a new record, my friend. Congratulations.
That's right.
Now, unfortunately, well, maybe not unfortunately, but you will have to eat all of this. That is part of the contest.
You almost had me worried that there'd be a challenge, Mayor.
Very good. And you take your food and you go out into the winner's circle balcony on the 3rd floor, which is like a balcony that overlooks the pier. And they weigh Scooby's, and it is 357 pounds. Everyone is just dead shocked.
Really?
Scooby, you collect your plate, and you look at everybody, and you join
Okay.
Shaggy. You guys continue to eat, and eat, and eat, and eat, and eat, and eat. And you notice along the way, and this is one of the revealed clues, walking along the pier is Tim. And he is carrying a pair of muddy boots in his hand.
Okay.
Spooky.
Yeah, there's that weird butler guy, Scoob.
Oh, the one who did it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I tell you, I've got my hunch.
I've got my sandwich.
That's right, Scoob. Lunch beats hunch any day of the week.
Yeah, no hunch with no lunch.
Maybe we can hurry up and get seconds.
Oh,
Now, as the festivities die down, you eat your meal, you see Tim walk away. Day begins to turn to night after time. And the two of you, stomachs completely full, because it is all you can eat, and you clear this place out. You end up making your way back to the mystery machine, where everyone else is assembled. And let's take a quick break right there. I feel like that's a pretty good place to break. We will be back in 5-ish minutes. Get up, stretch, use the restroom, grab some Scooby snacks or some drinks, or both, and join us for the second part and epic conclusion of this tale.
right.
Hello. Welcome back. We had our break. We talked about who we think the perpetrator is. If you'd like to put your opinions, your thoughts in the chat, I don't know. Maybe it'll be right. Who knows? But last we left off, it is definitely Scrappy. You got it right, Purple Phil. Scrappy is always the evil one. Anyway, making your way back to the Mystery Machine, everyone, you reconvene, and Velma, one of your moves, you can heal people, correct?
Yes. Only when we were at the Mystery Machine. I can have 1 or 2 players recuperate, the keeper will tell you how long that will take, and if I need any extra supplies or help.
Okay. Let me look at that real quick too.
I sent it in roll 20.
Okay. The wounds are not very serious. They're mainly just spooked. Fred does have a physical wound in the shape of a claw mark down his right forearm. Left forearm. So Fred will take, so essentially, as of right now, Fred and Daphne can remove 2 of their
Right.
harm. Neither of them are unstable anymore. Fred, you will need to rest and recuperate to get rid of the physical harm.
Alrighty.
But essentially, you guys get back to the mystery machine, safe haven. You sit down, you give them a juice box.
Gang, you're never gonna believe it. You're never gonna guess what Scuba and I did.
Bruh, we're like local celebrities.
Yeah, we're legends here. We're bigger.
Gods.
We're bigger than Guy Fieri,
Bruh,
and we beat the pants off of Danny Ocean. Can you believe it?
I beat the nature boy.
Woo!
Woo!
Okay, but did you find any clues, guys?
Ruse?
Honestly, this is like the easiest night we've ever had when we're investigating.
No monsters?
Oh,
That's
wait.
rude. Oh,
I did see a creepy Tim. He was walking along the pier. He had muddy boots, and he was as creepy as he's ever been.
bruh.
Muddy boots.
Yeah, real money.
Walking along the pier. Fred, when you were monkeying about at the amusement park, did you see anyone?
I did. I mean, that's the guy that did this. Yeah, whoever that Dr. Fogg was. But based on that denim that our friend found, yeah, I don't think it's quite a ghost. Definitely seems like the person.
Shaggy and Scooby,
Yeah.
when you made your sandwiches, did you include all the ingredients?
Of course.
I think
Like
we cleared enough.
anything that would be available?
I mean, I've still got those sausage links from the mayor's office. I figured I'd hold on to that for a snack.
Okay. So anything that was available. One thing you didn't know before you underwent this trial of food is that there is a town just on the other side of the valley called Creepvine that makes the hottest peppers known to man. And in your scarfing of food, you didn't really taste it. However, your stomachs are both rumbling now. For the remainder of the session, you will have a -1 ongoing.
I think there was something in the sandwich, Scoob.
Bruh, explosives.
I tell you, I don't think my stomach's hurt this much in a while.
No, not since Tahiti.
Oh, go. I don't know if I'll be able to eat anything else anytime soon.
I think I can manage.
Yeah, I think we can push through it.
Well, we'll be strong.
We're gonna have to if we want to catch this guy. Now, I have
Right.
a plan. So there was a Hall of Mirrors in the amusement park, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that seems, at least in my mind, that seems like the best place to block any additional exits that he thinks there are and get him to come into the Hall of Mirrors. We block off the other exit and voila, we have him trapped in there. If we could get him to run through something, we make a net through the exit he thinks is open, we can catch him.
That's funny. There's an entrance and an exit, but there seemed to be a hidden door in there. When I was being chased through, I found it, and it led to a hole in the fence. If we can put some sort of net over that hole, we might have him. There was also some scuba diving gear, some big aqua tanks and whatnot. If he gets caught in the net, maybe I could use one of those big canisters to stove the back of his head in. That way, he won't be messing with anyone else for a while.
That's
Daphne,
pretty violent.
I just gotta say, you've been very intense lately, Daph.
Looks up
I-
at
I'm
her.
not
Sorry,
the
Jamie, you wanna-
I'm not
Trying
the
to
only one
rephrase
that's
that.
seen it, right? It's not just me.
Really, very.
I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So,
That awkward silence right a little bit.
so, concuss the ghost and trap him in a net. But what are we gonna? What are we
Shaggy
gonna
and
lure
Scooby would
him?
make perfect bait, don't you, Fred?
I think so too.
No
We
way.
could use Scrappy.
We could.
Hold up?
Oh, right.
We mailed him back home.
You know,
We sent him first
that's
class.
Right. I don't really know he's here yet.
What happened?
Oh,
Velma, you're
Well-
perceptive enough, you would know he's here.
Okay.
Like, we sent him first class overnight back home.
No holes in that box.
No. You're telling me that little SOB's back?
Well,
I think now would be a
well,
perfect
yes.
time for you to explain exactly why you did that to him, wouldn't it? Maybe I'm not the only one that's a little upset about this whole affair.
Bro.
Like, you all have seen him, right? You've all met Scrappy?
I would assume as this is all happening, Scrappy's like climbing out of the bag, right?
Yeah. Al, you're Scrappy.
At that moment, right. And he just put him up. Come on. You think mailing me back home is a great idea, do you? You think I'm gonna stand for that? Just sit there and let you eat a jar of sandwiches all night? Nah, come on. I can take you both. Put him up. Let me at him.
Scoob.
I'll knock the sandwiches out of both of you.
Right.
I'll hit you right in the chicken goujons. Come on, let's go.
We'll be good bait.
Yeah, let's be bait.
Yeah.
We'll be bait. You guys hold on to Scrappy. We'll be bait.
well,
Yeah, I
that was
thought
one
maybe you
way.
want to do it our way. That's right. And I'll be the one to keep him in place. And then when we get that guy, boom, back of the head, baby. Gonna get him. 10 for 10. Out of the park.
See,
Ref,
now I understand why Daphne's been so intense.
mind control.
Well, I just think she's hanging out with she's making friends with people that maybe aren't a great influence.
Oh.
Scrappy
Maybe I've
puts
just
away.
found the real man. Okay.
All right, this is getting awkward. We're gonna go to the amusement park.
So that's one way to convince the two of them to be the bait for this. Yeah.
All right,
All
Scoob,
right,
let's just
not
let's just
posters
get
at all.
going.
We should continue with the plan.
Yeah.
It's real awkward here.
Okay.
It's gonna be a really weird drive back home, guys.
Fred.
Yes.
Fred. Yes. Fred, I would like you to make a doop, doop, doop. Let's just say an act under pressure roll.
Okie dokie. Can I use my plus weird for this instead? Or
Yeah.
no?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I think I might want to use a luck for this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a luck for this because that was a 6.
Okay.
Don't want to do that.
Okay. So, Fred, you have all the pieces together, right? You know the plan? You put everybody where they need to be. Everybody knows their part. Nobody has any questions, any doubts. The plan is set.
Right. What's your plan?
Speaking of, we have the bait. What is everybody else's part in the plan?
So at least my rendition of the plan was, Shaggy and Scooby are the bait. They run in. Velma and Fred will block off the exits. Daphne will be there ready, and Scrappy will be there ready to incapacitate this guy potentially, and also make sure he gets caught in the net.
All right. So, Fred, you're the planner. Okay? You made your roll. Shaggy and Scooby, I'm going to have you guys make act under pressure rolls as well, unless you have a specific move that you can use during this chase.
Yeah. I have a move where I have a preternatural speed. So I get a +1 when I chase, flee, or run.
Okay.
I'm like, I've got a thing called panic button. When you need to escape, you name the route you'll try and you roll +sharp.
Okay. Okay. So hold on to those. Remind me again. Velma is doing.
I'm blocking off one of the exits. I'll take like the actual back door, not because I think the idea is that we're gonna block off the actual doors, so that he has to go out the emergency exit or like the hidden exit towards where the hole is with the net.
Okay. And Daphne / Scrappy, you're going to be concussing the poor Dr. Fogg. All right. So, you all make your way to the amusement park. You set up in your different positions. Velma, you're blocking off the entrance. Velma, we're going to start with you. How are you blocking off the entrance? Are you just doing it with yourself, or are you using something?
So I would probably have read a book, like a Girl Scouting book or a Boy Scouts of America book, probably, and learned a really good way to like lock or rope off doors with things that I found around me or in nature, right? Because I mean, that's like definitely something Velma would read.
Okay. So let's make a...
Like, I've read about this sort of thing roll.
Yes. Do you have a specific ability
That's the
for
move.
that? Oh, I've read about this sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me read that real quick. That's Daphne. Why am I looking at Daphne?
Right,
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Fair. Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
it's
So go ahead
mystery.
and roll. Go ahead and roll an act under pressure to try to think of the best way to block this off.
And then I'm gonna use my oh wait. Can I use a luck point to make that like an absolute success rather than a mixed
you may.
success?
Yes, you may. So it turns out the entryway is just small enough that the mystery machine itself can block it off. So you drive the mystery machine over towards the pier, up onto the wood, and you block off that entire entryway. Therefore, that is Velma's success. Fred and Velma have succeeded. Now we are going to start the actual encounter. So, Shaggy, Scooby, you've been told the last whereabouts of this Dr. Fogg, somewhere near the center of this place. You make your way there, and you start to look around. And you notice in the center of the pier is a carousel with figures and horses and zebras. And there's a giraffe.
Grape ape. A
Giraffe.
pink panther.
And as you start walking towards it,
Sneaky bear.
it begins to move.
Wow.
And you hear the noise of a carousel. Just then. As it begins to circle around.
Scoob, this is like something out of a horror movie.
Wow. Spooky.
Do you guys get closer to it?
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Starts nervously eating popcorn. Don't mind me as I transition to the monster.
Very
You're
good.
doing great. Look at our amazing.
Listen,
keeper
guys,
doing
it's
this.
obvious, so just bear with me.
Yeah, look at him go. He went so far for the
A ninja pops out of the shadows.
Wait, that's the wrong episode.
like it's a good thing the concession stand was still open, eh, Scoob?
Really rocky. And free.
Did it? Oh, look at him. Oh my god.
As you approach, you watch the carousel turn and turn, and as it spins around for a third time, sitting on the back of the giraffe is the shadowy figure of Dr. Fogg. And as he spins towards you, he jumps off of the carousel and starts to approach, making a low moaning sound.
Zinks!
Ruh-Roh.
Gonna
Run!
start-
Got it, Scoob! Got it!
So you guys are running. Please make your individual checks.
Oh. Ren.
That's an 8 for me.
Okay.
On a 7 to 9, you can go or stay, it says. But if you go, it will cost you. You leave something behind, or you take something with you.
Well, honestly, this works very thematically. The thing you're taking with you is the monster. So you guys
Like he's
Start
getting
run-
on a Scoob!
you start running away, and he comes at you, and he looks like he's just gliding through the fog. Just very stiff movements. You can't see below the waist, but you just see very quickly imagine I'm wearing gloves. The visage of this Dr. Fogg floating towards you. And you run around a few buildings. you run through the street, you crisscross, you go through different paths, and you eventually end up stacking around a corner. Shaggy on bottom, then Scooby, and then Dr. Fogg on top. And you're both all looking around the corner. And you guys think you lose him before you look up. And he just... and you run away again. And eventually, you make your way towards the House of Mirrors. Into the House of Mirrors, you scramble, you go around, you're all different shapes and sizes. It looks like he's gaining on you, but he's actually on the other side of the House of Mirrors. And eventually you all make your way to the very back, where you find the exit. You both run out. Dr. Fogg runs out again, and Daphne is waiting to do what?
So as he leaves, she's gonna, let the rope go to drop the net, and Scrappy's gonna be there, like hunched over on all fours, ready to trip him when he goes over, and he's gonna bam into the net on him, and then they're gonna bop, knock him out.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is the net's easy. I'm gonna say roll. Actually, I'm gonna roll for Scrappy. No, I'm not, because I can't see a thing. I need you to roll a kick some ass and add +1 to it from Scrappy helping you.
That's a total of 5.
Okay. Would you like to use your luck or no?
I would like to use my luck.
Let it be known, everyone, that if luck was not a thing, Daphne would be the one that messed this up. Just like the show.
Just like the real show.
If it was just like the show, Scooby and I would need to make a save to not get caught in the trap ourselves.
Yeah, seriously. So yes, Dr. Fogg trips over Scrappy, and he makes this confused noise as a frying pan gets knocked straight in the back of his head, sending him sprawling into this trap, which springs and catches him with his head hanging out of it. And all of you are able to convene around your capture.
Well,
Right. I think it's about time we finally settled this once and for all and saw who this was. She's going to reach up and pull the mask off. Use my skill
You pull
reveal.
the mask off, revealing
Giraffes!
Rim the Caretaker.
I fucking
him.
called it! Yeah!
Yeah, precognition.
revealing Caretaker Tim.
Up top, Scoob, I got it!
I guess you caught me. This is disappointing. How do you figure it out?
What do you have to say for yourself, Tim? First of all, there was scuba gear back here, which you used to probably go into the lake. There was also denim, which you're the only person we've really talked to around here that is wearing denim.
I also found some muddy boot tracks, and Scooby and Shaggy, while they were paying expert attention and tracking the crime scene, spotted you walking with ones that matched. Also, your immense expertise in animatronics at this theme park meant you could have several of your spooky witch doctor type chaps, plague doctor fellas, spooking around all over the place at the same time without needing them. And the haze is only waist high, so we couldn't see how they were moving.
Like, holy crap, you figured all that out?
What?
Just
That doesn't
look down.
explain the random cash that was scattered around by the lake.
Velma, would you like to cash in your question? Or would you like
Yeah.
to save it? Yeah? The cash. Well, you see, this park built on this land, bringing in new people, even more people. I will not let the sacrifice my great-great-great-grandfather did to save this town in the first place go to waste. Yes, I'm the great-great-great-great-great-grandson of Dr. Fogg himself. And yeah, maybe it was a little difficult to get rid of the employees, but nothing a little loose change of Cornelius Crow couldn't handle. So sue me. And you know what? I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your dumb dog.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he's talking about Scrappy, Scoob. Don't worry.
oh, right. Still, rock you, man.
Yeah.
And I assume you all turn him in to whichever
mayor?
authority, the mayor or Cornelius.
I don't think
whoever.
there's a sheriff in this town that we've established.
We haven't established that there's a sheriff now.
The mayor is
but
the sheriff. He's like
Sheriff
boss hog.
Griffith.
The mounted police.
The mayor looks
I always
in
get them in.
shock at Tim as he is brought in this net. Oh, Tim, I never would have thought it would be you, but well, we'll see what Cornelius has to say about this. I'm sure he will not be happy. Mr. Ink, thank you so much for saving the day. Now we can finally get on with the construction of this amusement park and revitalize the town once again. It has been so difficult for the town to operate or attract new people or even gain wealth since the mine was destroyed. So, thank you. Truly, thank you. And if you'd like to take any snacks for the road, please
I'm hugging him.
be my guest. Oh, thank you, Shaggy. And you
I'm
collect
gonna
your
miss you
things?
most of all, Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Sorry, it's been a weird night, man.
And you collect all your things, you hop back in the mystery machine, and title music plays.
What's new, Scooby-Doo?
Thank you, everyone.
Chapter.
Dude, if we keep singing this song.
Best
Yeah.
episode ever.
Maybe we
Thank
could give it
you.
a second go, Freddie. Maybe we could.
All a day's work.
When I get my shoes.
Yep, I agreed to that.
Thank you, chat, for joining us on this epic Scooby-Doo adventure. It was so much fun. I can't tell you how nervous I was to create this story and bring it to life, but thankfully I had such an amazing cast to help me do that. Thank you all for stepping into the roles of these iconic, just absolutely nostalgic characters. You all did such an amazing job. Al,
Yeah?
Al, you did fantastic.
We cast this so right, is all I'm saying.
We
Should we give
cast
up the
this
beans? Should we give up the
perfectly.
beans now? Like, or spill the beans now? What happened with the cast?
Yeah, if you want to talk about it, by all means.
Okay, so I don't know about what the rest of you guys think, but I think when this group chat was put together, there were like very specific people chosen for very specific roles. But what Ty did was ask us, we can just be whatever roles we want. He's not going to tell us to be any one character. So we decided to just turn everything on its head and play characters that we thought the least, like, no one would expect us to play at all. So this is how this happened.
If Discord could communicate the amount of regret that Ty felt as soon as he pressed enter on that sentence of going, I'm not going to tell you to play. Literally, I could feel it like enter, and then just the regret bomb hit as everyone went, oh, in that case, I'll play this. And I could hear the face palm here in the UK. Like, that's how loud it was. It was great.
It was just a domino effect. After that, it devolved into chaos, but the best kind of
think,
chaos.
Best kind.
I think there was a moment where I was like, "Oh my god, what? Why is everybody choosing these crazy ass roles?" And then I realized, no, this is exactly how it was meant to be. There was no
Positive
way.
chaos.
There was no way it would have been this good without the roles you guys are filling right now. So, thank you all for being adventurous and.
I mean, in defense of everybody, as soon as the promo photos started dropping, I was like, okay, well, this is working out
Yeah.
fucking amazingly.
Yeah,
like,
it
this
ended up
is-
being great. Yeah, shout out to Luca and Proper for working on all of them, because they were absolutely beautiful. They were so good. The video, like the stinger and all the promos that we posted on Twitter, all of it was done by them, so check them out if you haven't already. They're all over our Discord and on social media and all of that, so definitely do that. And also just big shout out to Ty, man. Like, this was the second thing you DM'd for TPK, I think, right?
This is the
Third.
third thing I've DM'd.
Third?
thing.
Oh my god.
The first thing I DM'd was before everyone else besides me in this
Oh.
call right now was part of TPK.
Nah, I was
Okay.
there.
Yeah, I
remember.
remembered Monster Match, but this was
Virtual reality,
the third
man.
thing then.
I was
Oh,
there.
were you here, Turk, for Project Zion?
I was there for Zion.
I'll also say like even like after shows, like after we do like Harper's and stuff, and like even in the chat, you've like hinted at wanting to do something just like this. And so when I got the like questions like what are you doing in April? It's like, why? I was just like crossing my fingers hoping. And then when you revealed it to us, I was like, yes.
Oh, this was actually a nice surprise for me. I thought it had something to do with Turk's birthday that's tomorrow. So
What?
definitely
Oh,
shout
yeah.
him out.
Yeah, I
Yeah, shout him
thank
out
you for
tomorrow.
mentioning it because I was
Listen
It's
to
in
that.
2 minutes here.
Listen to that. There's a special birthday boy in the chat right now. It's no longer my birthday.
It's not my birthday, actually.
And if
16th.
we're going to and we'll go talk about this a little more during our wrap up as we're going around and saying goodbye. But Turk and I are going to be streaming something almost right after this. We'll probably take like I don't know, 25-minute break or something like that.
I
But
have to get out of this or I'll die.
yeah, yeah, we need to change.
There's a tail
Um,
going right up my butt.
But if you wanna come to Turk's birthday stream, come check out my stream. But let's really quick. I just want to say thank you again to my incredible cast. Thank you to the TPK community who showed up tonight and was incredible, not only in chat but also on the Discord supporting. Thank you to all of the donations. Thank you to my brother Brady for his support. It's
MVP.
always a
MVP.
pleasure.
True best man.
I'm going to be streaming Life is Strange on Saturday at his behest because he recommended it, so I'm sure he'll be there too.
Brady, you have fantastic taste.
And I can't stress this enough. Thank you so much to Proper Nerdy for the incredible promo stuff and our incredible overlay.
Yeah.
And just being and the stinger video that was made at the beginning and just everything. He was so helpful during this entire process, and none of this would have been possible without him. So thank you so much, Proper. And thank you to just the design team in general for being the best, just the best. But anyway, let's go around real quick and talk about what we're doing coming soon. Say your name, say your character name, and what you played, starting with Heck.
Hey guys, it's me, Sir Heckalot, and I played Fred, the Searcher playbook of this group. You can find me at Sir Hecla on Twitter and Instagram, and our lovely Discord that has just been linked by Streamlabs very serendipitously. You can, let's see, what's the next thing you're gonna see me in? The next thing you're gonna see me on TPK is TPR, along with Turk and Kohlrabi. But on Saturday, tomorrow, you're gonna see me at Neon Lights Roleplay for the Seven Sons, a D&D campaign. If you're interested in that, it is at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and it's a good time. We are just leaving a dungeon, so we'll see if we can figure out the aftermath of all of that. Other than that, that and TPR, you won't see me for a bit, so I'm just gonna keep on moving on. Let's go over to Daphne.
Hi, folks. It's the inevitable. Alabitha playing Daphne and also Scrappy-Doo. Look at that for a costume change. Boom, boom, boom. Nailed it. Perfect. But there we go. Very, very silly. So thank you for enduring all of that. It was good fun. Thank you, Ty. God bless you. You're a wonderful human. I love you. Please don't send me back to the box. If you want some more shenanigans and whatnot, I'm back here on, Sunday. We're doing 55 Below. I think it's the final part of our extreme survival Arctic horror mystery monster sci-fi Nazi historical bizarre campaigno, where it's been plenty weird so far. If you want to catch up on it, it's all on the YouTubes, and you can go and check it all out there. I definitely recommend it. It's been a roller coaster, man. Oh man! If you thought tonight's emotional shenanigans, you have nothing on the bizarro dating simulator that is that game. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot. So that's gonna be good fun. Way to round off the week. And then back Monday, it's another bit of a double header. Back on Monday with our Destroyer of Worlds Aliens campaign, where I play a psychopathic cybernetic cyborg man, and all the other sides come from chat. So that's going to be good fun as well. And if you cannot wait, if after that you think we need even more ridiculousness, you can find me on my own stream here on Twitch at twitch.tv/AlTheBiffer, where we're playing The Wolf Among Us at the moment. So if you want more mysteries and more input on solving cases, crimes, and all them other things that are fine, it's a bit of a stretch, then you can find us over there. Otherwise, I shall hand over to Chrissy Critz.
Hey guys, I'm Chrissy Critz. I played Velma. She was our expert for the evening. And as far as streaming goes, you can find me over in TPK, in their Discord, all over the place. And you will see me, I think, again on Tuesday for our Beyond the Undergrowth Tomb of Annihilation game, as well as that following Thursday for Tyranny of Dragons. Queen's Gambit. It's the first one in a bit, so we'll be back with a vengeance, hopefully. We all just got promotions, so we're very excited to be very powerful and strong. And that's about it. So come find me in the Discord. We'll hand it off to Ekash.
Like, hey gang, it's Ekash the Orc here, playing Shaggy as the Mundane. But of course, we all know I was only using 2% of my true actual power as Shaggy. If you want to see me anymore, again, as Al had mentioned, he and Ty and myself will be wrapping up the finale, I believe, for 55 Below and 6 Feet from Hell. Where you will see me playing the Russian wilderness expert and general Russian action hero Maxim Soyuznik. So definitely tune in for that. That's going to be just a crazy time. Every time you think this can't get any crazier, it just goes to 11. Otherwise, I'll occasionally sneak my way into other TPK shows. But if you are curious, you can also catch me on Twitter at Ekash the Orc as well. And with that, I'll go ahead and toss it over to the soon-to-be birthday boy. Go ahead, Turk.
Hello, everyone. I am Turk, or Turk Accented on Twitch and Twitter, and I was playing Ruh-Roh And I will stop doing that for a second so I can take this off and see everyone. Hi, wow, there's a whole top row to this overlay. Hey, that's neat. So thank you so much, Ty, for convincing me to fully embrace this suit. I will never use it for anything else ever. You can legally hold me to that. If you want to see more of the things that I do and witness me in all of the... I don't know what's happening in chat right now, and I don't want to look, do I?
It's just Al, like, gesturing to his costume.
I mean, hey, man, no judgments. Just a lot of respect. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, in that case... This thing zips, too. Gosh, okay, if you want to see more of me, I have some good news. On Sunday, I will be over on Neon Lights Roleplay for an Only War campaign, as I bring in Kieran, our weapons demo specialist. I haven't figured out his voice yet. It's hard not to go with Demo Man kind of thing, but also he probably won't live, given how I've been rolling so far. So come see myself, Hack Purple, who's in chat, Al, who is also there. I think, yes. Meg Mysteria. And is that it? Wait, I'm forgetting someone.
Foxy is
Foxy,
GMing
oh yeah, of course,
everything.
Foxy's GMing it, but it's like, sorry, I assume Neon Lights Roleplay, but our wonderful Foxy friend will be there. His name is also Foxy, but he's also Foxy. He's going to be slowly killing us all off. It'll be a whole lot of fun. I'll be learning the game, so if you haven't even heard of Only War, be sure to check it out, because up until I would say like a month ago, none of us had either. So it'll be a whole bunch of fun. Of course, then we will be Total Party Recap, the show where we break down anything and everything that awesome that has occurred at TPK, including this show right here, and break it up into itty-bitty sized pieces. I'll be there with Sir Heck, who is on your screen right now, and Cole Robbie, who is in bed right now. So it'll be a whole bunch of fun. We'll be getting our clips, so if you have any questions at all about this show or any other show or any other thing that happened this week in regards to TPK, or I guess in regards to our lives as well, just scroll on down and throw it in the little question machine, and we'll do anything and everything within our power, save waterboarding esque tortures to get the answers for you. Okay, apparently Heck is down for a bit of waterboarding.
I'm just confused as that's a conclusion that you came to.
Look, we get the answers, okay? Sometimes DMs are very hesitant to give their secrets, but, they certainly seem to attach their fingers, so... Anyway, we won't do that to Ty too much unless he likes it. Following that, I'll have a very quiet week in regards to TPK content. Of course, on Saturday, I'll change that immensely as we come back with Dark Echoes and Barge of Rain. Big doubleheader day for Turk here, so that'll be a bunch of fun. And then Sunday, we'll have another Swift and Vicious, a Fast and Furious themed one-shot with a bunch of lovely, wonderful people who I could list off, but I would probably get all their names wrong and a bunch of other things. Also, I'll be trying to stream a little bit on my personal channel because, like I said, I have a very quiet week. We're playing through Return of the Obra Dinn. If we somehow manage to finish all that and figure out who killed all those poor guys and how awesome my boy Pete was, we'll probably switch over to some Banner Saga and feel real sad playing that the whole time. But there's a whole bunch of more stuff in the future. Keep your eyes out for what's happening next month and the month after that, and just keep locked on TPK, because who knows when we might figure out a spot to play more Winterhole's Finest. And with that, I'm going to throw it back to the guy who refuses to play the same character ever again in my games. What's up, Ty?
Oh, hey, how's it going? Everyone, I am Tyrant. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Dr. Tyrant. I was your keeper for the evening. Once again, thank you to everybody. This has been kind of a dream of mine for a while now. I've been talking about it for a long time, and it was really fun to be able to put that in motion and have such an amazing time with everybody. As for what you can find me doing later tonight, Turk and I will be streaming We Were Here Together, which is a cooperative puzzle game. It looks really beautiful. Don't know anything about it. Found it, was like, hey Turk, you want to play this? And then we immediately downloaded it. So, like, I don't know, it could be cool. tomorrow morning will be the return of Murder and Coffee. Sarah X Franco and I will be deep diving into the Dungeon Master's Guide. And we'll just be talking about all those good mechanics and whatnot. So come check that out. Sunday, also tomorrow on my personal channel, I'll be streaming Life is Strange, at least chapter 1 of Life is Strange. If you're into like deep emotional story games, as well as blind playthroughs, come check that out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Sunday morning, we'll be returning to potentially the last part of 55 Below Zero, but who knows, guys?
The one shot that will not end.
The one shot that has become the Legion.
That's what happened.
I hope it doesn't.
55 Below Zero, where I will be reprising my role as James Harper, who is definitely not a direct reference to John Krasinski's Jack Ryan. Jim Halpert.
I thought it was a Harper's reference.
Sure. I mean, apparently I name characters with unintended consequences anyway, so like...
Don't worry, Dick Rider.
I will be taking Sunday and Monday off on my personal channel, then returning on Tuesday for either some more Subnautica or some Dorfromantic or something, but I'll be streaming pretty much the rest of the week, so come check that out. And that is where we are going to sign off for the night. Again, thank you all so much for coming out and joining us. It was an absolute blast, and hopefully we can do some more stuff like this in the future. Hopefully I get to DM again. Who knows?
I cut you off here.
No, I'm cut off. 3 is it.
I need to go take some Tums or something, because.
Bye.
Bye-bye.